Hi, everybody. It's me again. And as promised, I'm bringing you some, sorry, dog, bringing you some penny pinching tips that I found to be helpful to me. I've been really lucky that I tend to come across really good bargains sometimes, and I'll show you what I mean. Now, these are plastic Easter eggs. These happen to be the ones with the holes in them so you can do like an egg tree. I found out a long time ago when both of my daughters, who are in their 30s, were little girls, that I went through a lot of hair ties. Um, these are perfect for keeping hair ties in, or snacks. Like put a few M&Ms or some nuts or um, little candies or little bitty crackers, whatever. But these are fun things that you can use for a lot of different things. This cost me a dime because I got it after Easter and it was 90% off of the normal price of $1. So I got it for a dime. And it's something, like I said, that I can use for many different things. Um, they come in really handy, like I said, for me. Another thing is I got these Easter cookie cutters. Now, if you can't tell because the lighting's not that great, there's a butterfly, a tulip, a flower, another flower, a bunny rabbit, and an oval egg shape. Also a dime. Now, these are plastic, so they're not going to be the most durable cookie cutters. But another thing you can use these for is if you're into crafts, you can dip these in paint and use them like a stencil, or just use them by themselves like a stencil. But you can put it on fabric. You can make designs on a wall. A lot of different things you could do with these. But like I said, good timing. I got them for a dime. Um, Another thing I like is Dollar Tree. And not only is everything $1 and under, but sometimes they have sales also. Sometimes you can find things for 50% off in the Dollar Tree and makes really good deals. Because it's summertime, I found this little pouch which can be used to hold a cell phone at the beach or sunglasses or your keys. Um, it's kind of iridescent. It's got a fairly long string. And no, it's not the best quality in the world, but it's nice. It's covered in plastic. It's nice for, like I said, if you're going to the beach, you don't want to carry a bunch of stuff, or you don't have pockets, but you just want a little something to keep your a few things in. It's a good idea. You can put a couple dollars, your ID, your keys, your cell phone for $1. Another thing I really like getting at the Dollar Tree are storage bags. Now, these are called essentials, and I use these for lots and lots of things. This is the extra large, and I'll show you what size it is. If I can get the box open. And it's a pretty good size. And it's good, tough plastic. It has a like a Ziploc closure up here, and it also has a handle, a carry handle. I've seen more expensive storage bags that don't have the handle on it. For me, it's really good, like around uh, party time for birthdays, holidays, things like that, when you have more than one gift or some items besides gifts. And because of the price, if you forget it, and leave it somewhere, it's not that big a deal. These are also good for taking items to the beach. To keep, and the zip helps keep the sand out, and the dampness and the salt water and all that stuff. They also have another size. Sometimes you can find 2 or 3 different sizes of these. These are a smaller size, if that's too big for you. And this one is the regular extra large, and it comes with 2. And it might look like the same, but these are a bit smaller. They're also really good for storage. Sometimes I'll keep my sweaters off season in these. I'll store white tennis shoes, things like that, that I don't want to get dusty over time. Pictures. Excuse me one moment. Had to rescue my cookie cutters from my dog. Anyway, there's lots of bargains out there like that that have multiple purposes. And like I said, I'm a little bit of a hoarder, but I will tell you why. When I go to a fast food place, and especially if I get something to go, but sometimes even if I don't, I will keep a few napkins, keep them in my car, and yes, I use them as Kleenex, but I also use them if I'm sweaty or if I spill a soda, things like that. I also will keep sauce packets, ketchup packets, things like that. Those are really good for putting in lunch bags. My husband often takes his lunch, and I will usually send leftovers and things like that. But if I don't, if I make sandwiches or something like tonight, we got a little extra fast food, um, and I got extra sauce packets, so I could send those with him. But they could also be used in other recipes besides what they're intended for. For example, sometimes my husband will get, he likes sweet iced tea, and some places will have lemon packets. Now, he sometimes will put lemon in his tea, but he doesn't like the lemon packets, but I'll get a couple of them sometimes. Um, like I have a daughter who likes lemon water, and I can use those for that. But also, if you have a recipe and you don't have a fresh lemon, you don't want to buy a whole bottle of lemon juice, but a couple of those lemon packets will sometimes be just the right amount for your recipe, or like I said, to use at home in sweet tea or something like that. Some other tips and tricks. I've already talked about the chopsticks. Um, Yogurt containers. Not always, but oftentimes the yogurt containers will be 8 ounces. And sometimes I will save one of those cups as a backup measuring cup, because 8 ounces is 1 cup. Um, there are some bottles I will reuse, like if we buy a half-gallon or gallon jug uh, with with the handles, not like a milk jug looking one, but some of the other bottles, I will sometimes reuse, wash them out, and reuse them so hubby can take tea to work with him, and he will not have to, buy drinks while he's at work. And that brings me back to something else at the Dollar Tree. Sometimes you find things there that you don't see other places, or at a much better price. I have seen green tea. I've seen recently I saw spinach wraps for similar to what you would use in making sushi or other types of dishes similar to that. I don't know all the names for them. I'm not knowledgeable about those kinds of things. Um, I have seen, I'm trying to think of the name of them. But some of the vegan food that my daughter eats, I've seen the boxed soy milk and other boxed milk, which is really good to keep on hand if you live in um, an area that you get storms on a regular basis, or at least um, yearly. Like I live in a hurricane prone area, but because of where I live, we're usually tucked into the cove and we rarely get hit directly, but we still get tornadoes sometimes. But regardless of what the reason, it's good to have things like boxed milk and juices, um, and other packets of rice and fish and things like that that you can store without refrigeration. Sometimes you have like these microwavable dinners that don't need refrigeration until you open them. And you can get a lot of these things at the Dollar Tree. Sometimes other stores like Big Lots and Dollar General at a decent price, and they're good to stock up on. And in my case, they're good backups if I don't feel like cooking or there's no leftovers. I can still send hubby something to work with him if he doesn't want to stop and get anything, because his route to work, there's not a lot um, available. And I'm trying to think of some other things that I was thinking of. I lost my list. That's another thing. Things like pens, markers, dry erase boards. We call them whiteboards. Um, art supplies. When my when my older daughter was married, uh, some of what I used to make her bouquets and boutonnieres came from the Dollar Tree, and we also had like little individual size bubbles that we used for a family wedding. I think at one time, when my younger daughter was married years ago with her ex, she had a beachside wedding, and we bought grass skirts and coconut bras and leis and a lot of things like that from the Dollar Tree, of course. They've just got a lot of fun stuff. They tend to have a lot of, they tend to have a lot of things for holidays. One of my favorite things is to go in after Halloween and catch things on sale there. What a lot of people don't know about the Dollar Tree is you can also shop online and you can buy in bulk at the Dollar Tree, like for teachers or other people who use a lot of art supplies or a lot of other things like that, or make a lot of crafts and things. There are many things that you can buy in bulk, and it's easier sometimes, especially if you're shopping for a party, for party supplies and things like that for a large group. Um, by the way, I am not sponsored by the Dollar Tree, although I'm open to that, but it's just one of my favorite places to shop. Um, while I'm thinking about it, also in inclement weather, there have been times when I've found things like mini umbrellas or full size umbrellas at the Dollar Tree. Um, there are things like our Dollar Tree that I go to happens to have a freezer section, so I will buy um, soft pretzels, vegetables, cheese. Sometimes they have like small containers of milk that I'll use for cooking and things like that. There's just, if you've never been in a Dollar Tree, you really should take the time and go look. Some things are not the highest quality, and then there are some things that are brand name quality items. A lot of times, the reason they're so inexpensive is because they're overstocks. I found that to be true with Big Lots as well. That sometimes I'll find items there that I don't find anywhere else. When my husband was in Iraq, I worried that he wouldn't get a holiday dinner around Christmas time. And although there were a couple of things I sent that I really wasn't supposed to, I was able to find um, canned eggnog, canned hams, and sweet potatoes, greens, A lot of different stuff like that that we would normally have at a family gathering or a holiday dinner. And I found lots of items at Big Lots, like I said, that I haven't found before. There are imported items. I've found items from India, food items um, from Venezuela, from several different cultures. And also at Dollar Tree, same thing. Sometimes I'll find things from a lot of different cultures. One of my kids used to love to go to the Dollar Tree, and I would give them, when I used to take my kids, I'd give them a budget, like $3 or $4 or $5 or something, and they could either spend it on toys or whatever, but that whatever they spent it on, that was their thing. And my son used to like to buy the pre-made pizza crusts and pizza sauce and little can of Parmesan cheese, things like that. He was a pizza loving boy, still is. He's 23 now and 6'3", but yeah, he still loves his pizza. But yeah, if you see a store like the Dollar Tree, give it a fair shot. Go in and check it out. I've seen on some other people's videos and things that there in some places there's a 99-cent stores that actually sell fresh produce, and in many cases they seem to have really good deals. But take advantage of things like this, especially if you have a large family, or if you have an event coming up and you're going to be feeding a lot of people or entertaining a lot of people. There's a lot that can be found that will probably save you money. Now, of course, there are a few things there I've come across that I could get cheaper somewhere else, but on the whole, I've mostly found really good bargains. I've found readers, which are like the reading glasses. You know, they have a lot of different strengths of those. Sunglasses, um, what we call flip flops, some people call thongs or beach shoes. You know, there's a lot of beach supplies out at the Dollar Trees and things like that. But yeah, any time of year, just check out the Dollar Tree, check out Big Lots, check out Dollar General. I'm going to be doing a special video on Dollar General coming up. But yeah, give them a fair shot. You can even sometimes you can find T-shirts. One of my favorite things to buy there are the reusable shopping bags, but some of them I use as gift bags. So the person I give the gift to, you know, it's the same price as a gift bag, but yet it's something reusable that they can put into use and save um, from having to use plastic bags and things like that. So there's a lot of good ideas out there that don't cost a lot of money. Well, I'm going to cut this one off here for now, and I will be coming back with some more tips and tricks and maybe a recipe or two on my next video. And if you like what I've talked about, hit the like button, please, because YouTube pays attention to how many likes and dislikes and how many subscribers you get. And that helps to decide whether or not my channel can get monetized, which nowadays I don't count on it. But if you are interested in supporting my channel, I also have a Patreon. Now, my Patreon link has been giving me trouble. I haven't figured it out yet, but you can go to patreon.com and search Comfort Doll, one word, and it will link you to that. And I have several tiers from $1 to $50 a month where you can pledge to support this channel. And the money that I get through Patreon is going to go towards upgrading my equipment so I can have better lighting, because I know my lighting sucks, and helping me to do some of the outings that I'd like to do in the future. Some of that's going to depend on my health as well, but there are a few things I can do that shouldn't be too difficult. But give me some ideas. Give me your thoughts. Tell me what ideas that I've mentioned today that you liked. If you've got better ideas than mine, if you know about bargains that I haven't mentioned, please feel free to share if you'd like. Just use my platform as your platform. And again, don't forget to hit the like button. Don't forget to subscribe if you like my channel. Come back and see me, and I'll talk to you again soon. Take care.